let's talk about what is special about Renia adhesives. The first specialty about our products is who we are. We started out as a manufacturer for the trade, for the shoe repair trade, the shoe repair, well, quote unquote industry. So for smaller scale users who usually work in smaller workshops, who have more to worry about when it comes to ventilation. So the solvents that we are using are a little more adapted to that. They are less hazardous than what you can find in many more industrially focused products. Now don't get mistaken there, we also produce adhesives for industry, for shoe industry, for the insole manufacturing business, for saddlery, for boot making, and so on and so on. But where we come from is as a manufacturer for tradespeople. What does that mean? First of all, we have a wide range of adhesives that differ in things like the open time, in things like the green strength, depending on your work style. But we also have several universal adhesives that can be used on anything that occurs in this trade that we're coming from, in the shoe repair trade. Our multi-col and col-de-cologne universal adhesives literally cover any kind of soling material that you find there, with the exception of the totally unbondable materials that cannot be bonded by anything. But this is one advantage you have with us. You have a manufacturer with us that is specialized on this trade or on trade necessities in general. This includes orthopedic shoe making, this includes bespoke insole making, bespoke shoe making, bespoke boot making, saddle making, leather working, and so on and so on. We know how you work. We have a lot of experience with this. Well, in our 90 years that we've existed now, we've learned quite a bit, and we can advise you on how to best use these products, and you can be assured that these products have been developed with your needs in mind. As I said before, we are also producing an industrial line of products, which is not necessarily totally different because many of the same principles can be applied. But they are a bit more geared towards industrial users in certain aspects. Also there, we take care which solvents we are using in our solvent-based lines. A lot of our industrial customers have switched to water-based adhesives by now, because in an industrial environment, if you do it the right way, if you're willing to make that investment, it is actually a very, very efficient way of working and a very effective way. Many of our customers are very successful with water-based products, but it took a bit of implementation. And that, in many cases, is easier for a larger operation than for a small shop. The advantages that our products are known for, I mentioned the solvent issue. We do not use toluene in our adhesives. We do not use MEK in all but one of our adhesive products, and the one that we have it in is a product that is for industrial use, where ventilation isn't so much of an issue as it is in a smaller workshop. The other big advantage you have with us is the consistent quality. Good quality once or twice is great, but what you need is something you can rely on to actually have the same quality of product every single time, that you can rely on, and if there is ever an issue, we are there for you and we're here to fix it. You always have the same great qualities. You do not have phase separation, you do not have shake or stir before use, with certain exceptions such as anti-static products, the black anti-static adhesives, Renia, Renol, Asti, and AL, which naturally need to be stirred before use just to shake up the anti-static material in there. But that's the only exception. Everything else, long shelf life, 12 months minimum. In practice, we're talking about years of no deterioration, except from a little solvent evaporation, depending on the package. But none of that, oh, let's get rid of it quickly before it spoils. That is also the reason why we put no expiration date on the cans. We don't have to, plain and simple. The adhesive is fine as long as it is liquid in most cases. PU-based adhesives, the limit is a couple of years until it becomes watery, then it cannot be used anymore. But with the neoprene-based adhesives, again, 12 months guaranteed, but even longer usually not an issue at all. The reason for that is time tested and finely honed formulations and great manufacturing technology, and that is something that not everybody is willing to invest in. The people we work with here in our factory have long experience both in production and in our lab with these kinds of products, with the needs of our customers, and it shows. That's something I think we can admit very freely, and we're very generous to be working with such fine people. These general advantages are something you find not just in the solvent-based Renia products, but also in our, by now, quite extensive water-based line. We have some unique products in both cases. We have our universal grafted neoprene adhesives called the Colonial Multicol. Nobody else has that, at least not for trade users, and not in a stable version. We have a unique neoprene and polyurethane hybrid adhesive as a water-based product in the Aqualim line for industrial users, not so much for the trade. We have several more trade and private consumer focused adhesives in our water-based line, which are very suitable, especially for small workshops, because they have no emissions at all. All that evaporates is water. We don't have to worry about a fire hazard, we don't have to worry about health hazards due to solvent evaporation, none of that. We have adhesives that are geared towards private consumers, such as our Renia Klebfest line. Very low odor or no odor at all. And yeah, we're adding more and more branches. We've come a long way since we only worked for shoe repair, but we are very happy to be able to now serve customers in such a wide field, and we're doing our best to keep doing that and to provide you with the same great and consistent quality that you have come to know with our products.